this one's for my sister. And this one's for my girl. And this one's for my sister. And this one's for my girl. From day one she knows it's a pain, and yet she still embraced me with a smile. And I followed in my childish mentality because back then my heart stayed in denial. And I was too weak to resist the tempting offers at hand. Follow behind the little boy instead of the growing man. Lying, cheating, but a heart.
For lack of any other ones, it's disgusting. But I can differentiate the difference between the musician and the man. I don't support shit R. Kelly does. That's why I have Apple Music, who I listen to. If I want to really listen to some music, if I want to listen to R. Kelly, I listen to R. Kelly. I ain't buying R. Kelly's nothing. If you really feel that strongly about it, you are entitled to your opinion. That's why God gave it to you. But trying to shun other people and shame other people for still listening to it, there's people that have done so much worse, and who we people, as black people especially, have forgiven so quickly and still support. And there's so many to name. There's too many to name. Our politicians, like
Chris Brown,
Chris Breezy.
and don't get me wrong, like I'm not, because the thing is, at this point, it'd be us comparing sins and stuff like that. And so I'm not even about to get into all of that, but I think
some people do be wrong or and I know it's not a word, but it's gonna be wrong.
yeah, but I
like he was wrong, but he was wrong or
I think him but I think him putting his hands on a female is just as worse as, or just as bad, however you're supposed to say that, as whatever R. Kelly's part in that whole debacle of a situation. Because as a parent, as a girl dad, I'm not about to let you go in the studio with R. Kelly by yourself.
Man, that's what I'm saying, son.
So I'm a fan of, you got to dissociate the artist from the music. If not,
we won't have anything.
We won't have anything to listen to.
Right.
We all are human beings with problems and things that we deal with.
As this song goes on in the background, that's actually pretty fucking clever.
Hey, but think about that though. Think about how crazy it is that we try to justify other people's shortcomings because we want to listen to them.
Right.
I think at this point, people don't want to listen to R. Kelly
to the cross because of their status, who they are. You know, it's like people are still human. Now, mind you, nobody's copying any pleas for R. Kelly. We're just trying to say it's stepping a lady in love, canceled or not.
Can I say I'm copping a plea for R. Kelly?
You're copping a plea for him?
Yes. And the only reason why I'm gonna say I'm copping a plea for R. Kelly is because if we not holding everybody in the situation accountable, like I said, we gonna take the person with the status and nail him on the cross. No, let's nail everybody on the cross. Let's nail the parents. Let's nail all of them. It got to be neglect or something, right?
Somebody got to be held accountable.
So my thing is, are we going to just hold him accountable for his part? But when clearly surviving R. Kelly had a lot of different aspects to it, that's clear as day if you're a functioning person, where those parents have faults and the security guards and everybody else that's coming out and saying, I saw, what I look like going on TV and saying, oh yeah, no, I saw this man touch this little girl and I didn't say anything until 20 years later.
Right.
That's a problem.
Right.
For the women who knew
security guards,
them motherfuckers was,
but it's like it's Stockholm syndrome.
entourage, everyone needs to go to jail.
The only thing I have
Parents.
about the parents is that, y'all, we were all young ones. And like a lot of those, some of the situations, the parents took the kid to the concert and all that. But a lot of those girls, They skipped school to go with R. Kelly. They did this. They did stuff that their parents didn't know they were doing to get in the room with R. Kelly. So I say all that to say, we were all young. I got so many stories where my mother thought I was someplace and I was not that place. And whatever would have happened to me, my mother is a fabulous mother. But I dare somebody be like, oh, you should have had your... That ain't on her. That was on me. Because I told her I was in 4th period.
So,
and I was around the block. That ain't on her.
So for those individuals, you're right.
Right. I just wanted to say that part.
They are faultless. Those parents.
But now the ones that took him to the concert.
The ones that was like, yo, you. First off, if R. Kelly's 20 years old, I'm not taking my 15, 16-year-old daughter in the studio. I'm just saying, okay. For the lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the allegations. You gotta be correct, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no problem.
You know what I mean? But like, I'm not doing that. As a parent, it's private session. Oh yeah, alright, then that means that my daughter doesn't need to be here. If it's private, that means I need to be there. Because she doesn't have consent to do this without my consent.
Right.
That's a parent, dog. The difference between what they did is they seen money and they sacrificed the innocence of their child for bread. That's the sin. And everyone who played a part in it is a part of it.
I agree, man. And speaking of sin, welcome back to the Barcast, the podcast that probably won't last. It's your boy, Shaad Live, a.k.a. Shaad_Live, a.k.a. Woo! We dropped the gems tonight, a.k.a. Behind the Back.
What up, y'all? It's your girl Raven, a.k.a. Ray Rocksteady, a.k.a. Half Woman, Half Amazing. And tonight I just want to highlight women in Black history, since it is Black History Month. So I'm going to go with Shirley Chisholm, Madam Shirley Chisholm, who ran for presidency in 1972. Congresswoman Shirley Chisholm. So we just salute her.
Salute her. And tonight we have a very special guest here at the Bar Live Barcast Lounge, since it is very cold outside. But we have a good friend of the bar, author, songwriter, producer, writer, community service activist, just an awesome guy. A guy that probably needs no introduction, but we have D Moore. Talk to the people, let them know what you talk about, let them know where they can find you, all that good stuff.
Yo, what's up, everyone? I'm so glad to be here. My dog hit me up and was like, yo, dog, we want you on here, and I was ecstatic. I was like, dog, let's do this. I'm with you. When I gonna do it? He said, tonight. And I said, oh, damn. But I was here, you know what I'm saying? Anything that Shaad needs me to do, I'm always going to be here. It's a fantastic show. Y'all already see what Bar Live is doing. This is incredible, and I'm just happy to be here, y'all.
So, hey man, it's a pleasure for you to be here. It's you're actually our first author that we've had by. Your book is everywhere. I bought the book.
Thank you.
I've diving into the book. I'm just saying. So I'm into the book though.
Let's just go right to the blackout then.
So just kind of. Well, we're gonna go into our blackout.
Okay.
And then at the end of it, what we'll do is we'll let you just kind of go into the book and what's going on with the book and kind of just fill the people in as far as what D Moore has to offer in Tales of a Man.
Absolutely.
Blackout.
There we go. Tonight, our sponsors, our own, baby. It's a mentality. It's the Black History Month edition, man. Our own, man. It's a mentality, man. Straight to the point. You know, you ain't got to shop with me, but make sure you shop black.
Absolutely. And speaking of shopping black, y'all know I love candles. This is my second candle drop here for the blackout session. So the front of the screen, you'll see 2 candles by the Harlem Candle Company. They are a candle company based out of Harlem, New York, black owned, and they do specialty candles that highlight entertainers, activists from the Harlem Renaissance era. And so the two candles that I have are the Duke Ellington edition and the Lenox Avenue edition. And you know, Lenox is the heartbeat of Harlem, so shout out to the Harlem Candle Company. And D Moore, we're gonna go right into your book, brother.
Alright, and as y'all can see, my book is Tears of a Man by yours truly, D Moore. Took me 3 years to write it. It was inspired by my beautiful daughter, Milani Noel, and now that it's here, it was never supposed to see the light of day. No one ever outside of Milani was supposed to see this, and you know, somebody actually seen it and was like, you know what, this book is actually pretty dope. It's a dope book, and I think you should really hone in on your craft and actually take this seriously. I was like, all right, let's see what we can do, and I took my time with it and put it in the work, and I see it, man. Tears of a Man, you can get it on Amazon, and now it's on Google Books, so
Congrats.
something that I never even thought was gonna happen, man. I'm on Google Books, people.
Black men reading and writing.
Yeah, absolutely. Black history every day, man.
Yes, 365.
Yeah, man, on Google Books, Amazon, man, that's major.
Come
That's
on,
major.
Major?
Be trying, man. I just be trying. 'Cause, like, I told my daughter today, I was like, look, I'm about to go do this show. She was just looking at my daughter's 2, man. She don't know too much of what's going on, but I just wanted to let her know that even though she's only so small, like, things going on out here, I don't know, I'm trying to make a way for you. You know what I mean? And this show, I think this is going to be a major wave. So, one of the first authors on here, this is massive.
The first author on here.
So that's massive to me.
Man, but
I
outside
wrote a
of
rap
that,
before, but that's it.
outside of that though,
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it.
That rap was weak. Yeah.
what I got from Tears from a Man was, especially because if I'm not mistaken, that's in the beginning of the book that you said that you made it known that it was dedicated to your daughter.
Mm-hmm.
What I took with me being a girl that, like you said, she don't understand much right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like that was your way of expressing to her experiences throughout your life that made, you know, as a black man, I don't know, maybe I'm just this deep and dark, but as a black man, we think about when we no longer exist here.
Mm-hmm.
And the impression that we have left and how people perceive us.
Mm-hmm.
And
Legacy, yeah.
I feel as though you put your words to your daughter in that book.
Mm-hmm.
As far as your experiences thus far. And I think even with that being said, you inspired young men and men as a whole to express themselves more. I think, I don't know how deep we go into this book, but I felt like it was a lot of vulnerable stuff that were in there that you placed in that book throughout those stories that you had. Can I ask that question? What made you decide to do different stories within the book? Am I calling them right, the stories?
Yeah. Narratives.
Okay.
Yeah, poetic narratives.
Gotcha.
And the reason why I like wording it like that is because even I wrote it in poetic form, but I always want people to feel like they can envision it, like they're a part of it, like they can see what's going on, you know what I'm saying, and allow them to not only feel what I feel, but to come up with their own, you know, opinions of the situation, or how, if they're going through this situation, how can they get themselves out of it? What tools can they use in order to feel like some sort of escape? Me, I use writing. I didn't even know that I was good at writing. You know what I'm saying? To this day, I'm still thinking that I'm D Moore music, because I am. And I feel like music is my love and my passion. But if I gotta use poetry in order to get me there, then that's what I do, because I love that just as much. And it's and I'm inspiring people in the process. So that makes it 10 million times more of a fulfilling thing for me.
Bet, bro. Like, and I noticed halfway through me saying that whole little spiel that I kept saying stories, and I said, I know this man that said poems, and that's why I laid you right in it. I was like, bro, just go ahead and tell people, because I don't even know how to fix that. So I appreciate you for breaking that down.
No, you good.
And what we're going to do is right now, man, we're going to toast to the prosperity of this book, prosperity to your future books, because I hope you continue to explore that craft as well.
Absolutely. No, I haven't drank Crown
Are you taking
Royal.
a shot or a toast?
And
I'm gonna take a shot for my toast, but we can do it however y'all want to do it. We gonna because the drink of the day is straight, man. Because we kicking it to y'all straight tonight, raw. We got royalty in here.
Yes.
We got D Moore, King D Moore, Arthur. So we going straight, man. We ain't cutting no corners tonight, man. We getting straight to the point.
Hey, I ain't gonna let y'all drink alone, man. Lord knows I wanna let y'all, but I ain't gonna let y'all.
Alright, so here's to D Moore, prosperity, the Bar Live Barcast, and just blessings all around.
Let's get it.
Buy that man's book.
That's what I'm saying. Say nothing,
That's
damn,
what I be
dog.
trying to say. I just be like, yo, who keep giving these niggas money?
Hey,
Like,
who are you giving these niggas? Are we hot?
Who keep giving these niggas money?
Give me all.
Alright, with that being said, I don't know who gave you niggas money. But
Hey.
welcome back to the Bar Live Barcast, the podcast that probably won't last because I don't know who gave you niggas money. Lil Uzi Vert done went and got a $24 million diamond, pink diamond, placed in the middle of his forehead.
I was doing his dances for y'all in
And
land.
man, listen, he done took the cake, man. I thought Lil Wayne was tripping when he went and got a tattoo. This man now went and got an implant of a diamond in his forehead.
Well, let's be clear.
Is he
actually no.
Oh.
He's Black American from Philly.
He looks like somebody from Dragon Ball Z. He's tripping.
He's the man from
He's tripping.
Avengers, the one that had the stone in his face.
Yeah, he's
I don't know his name.
he's definitely
Thor.
But no, Thor took out his face, put a stone.
What's
Vision.
what's his name?
He said
Shit in his head?
yeah, it's Vision, man.
Oh,
He
I
said-
thought it was the dude.
No, Thor took his jewel.
I know
to put
I'm
in
not
his-
taking with me to
Hey,
confuse.
listen, but
Not taking
I did not. I was not a big comic fan when I was growing up. I am a big fan of the movies. I love them.
I've watched the movies, but I want to say that Uzi is not the original. Sauce Walker down in Texas, he got his diamond put on the side of his face first. So Uzi had to say, "Yo,
So
yours
Uzi
was
is the
a
second
million."
special
Yeah,
needs person.
he's the second idiot.
He's like, yours was 1 million, mine is 24 million, and it's a raw pink diamond.
So he raised up 24 million foolish points.
He said it took him 2 years to pay for it. I think he been paying $1 million a month.
I kind of hate to say it like this,
$1 million a month. It took him 2 years to pay for it.
That means he's that needed.
It essentially takes one person, one try to make $24 million.
Yes, essentially. If you
if
think
you-
like that.
if you-
Yes.
Think for real.
You
son.
catch Uzi.
If you catch him slipping,
He's
and I hope
literally
you
the
do
24
not,
million man.
because love overpowers everything. But if you catch him slipping, you legit just made 24 million.
Speaking of love overpowers everything.
Trey Songz?
No, talk to him, D Moore. Talk to the people, man. Let the people know what you got going on.
Look at me, all wrong. My bad. I'm about to say something righteous.
Look,
Oh,
I went right to the ratchet.
You in the right
we was
facility.
speaking about love. You was ready to go to the love.
I didn't know where we was at. Go ahead, Moore.
So, Love Overpowers Everything is my nonprofit organization.
Okay.
It started in 2018. We work with the homeless population and as well as the nonprofit. We've just focused on upward mobility, trying to steer people in the right directions of available resources that are out there, and we're just trying to do our part. You know, we went out there just in December and into what is called Tent City. I hate that it's called that, but you know, during this pandemic, hundreds of thousands to millions of people have lost
In
their
this place, yeah.
housing, you know what I'm saying, because they just legit can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? And as blessed as we are, I believe it to be all of our responsibility and our social responsibility to each other to live as we climb. You know what I'm saying? And make sure that those who can't provide for themselves at this time, if we are fortunate enough to be able to at least lend a hand, then do that. There's enough demons in this world, man. It's not enough angels, and we out here. So
my I guess my question to that would be, why y'all ain't help Lil Uzi Vert not make this bad decision of getting this 24 million?
Uzi said, push him to the edge. All his friends are dead.
Yeah, well, he is at the edge, and at this point, he might want.
At this point,
He jumped on 24 million in the
And the
middle
boy
of
told him
his
today his diamond was crooked. It wasn't even centered properly.
Smiling so hard, son. Like, all I want to do is buy a crib for myself, my mom's, my sister, my brothers. You know what I'm saying? That's my goal.
24 million, you could buy
He
a
just
couple
put
cribs.
24 million in the center of his forehead, son.
Think about this though. Think about if Lil Uzi Vert had the mindset of what you just said, which is pretty much being humane, and we all lifting as we climb, and he put 24 million into some type of housing. 24 million, he could get a lot of people off the streets in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I'm not the one to tell anybody to do whatever with their money, but the thing is, I'm not gonna sit here and act like, oh, I don't want to be rich. But the thing is, if I was to ever get rich, a lot of that money would go into trying to make sure I could do as much as possible from my standpoint with my financial ability and my resources at that point. Because the thing is, I do a lot of things for the community, and I don't like to broadcast it because I do that shit for me, you know what I'm saying,
right.
And my God, and as a servant,
right.
You know what I'm saying,
right.
And I go to church, but I don't work in the church. I do my work outside the church walls, and that's how I serve my God, right? So I would want to get rich, so like you said, I can get the type of house and everything that I want, and make sure the people that are near and dear to me are situated and still be able to provide resources to everyone that I know to be able to maximize their potential. Like you were saying in pre-production, how Zay is a man of many swords, you're a man of many swords. We all have different crafts and things that we can do because we're black people. We're Swiss Army knives. As black people, we're Swiss Army knives. We were built to survive. We sometimes get into this thing of survival mode no matter what the situation is. No matter if it's the black guy that's going into Bank of America each day and he knows how these people feel about him. They talk about how they're Trump supporters. And if you're a Trump supporter, I'm not saying you racist, but you close to being a racist because you ignoring some racist stuff, right? Can we agree to that?
Yes.
I think that's
because I really feel like some people are that ignorant to where they realize they don't think that some of the things that Trump say is sad because he's out of the office. I drink to
We
that.
ain't heard nothing.
Let's
about
toast to that.
either.
I was gonna say.
Let's toast to that.
Oh
No,
Yeah.
his impeachment hearing still going on.
I drank mine.
He's still out here.
I drank mine.
We still got work to do on
Okay.
Trump.
It's okay.
That's all right.
So my thing is, do you really want to go into that?
Let's go on to it. I mean, the thing is, we go into much worse. We ain't going over it.
Yo, you know what's real funny, man, is you know, I don't think it's important to necessarily discuss your political affiliation.
Yeah, it's not.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's shifty. It's shifty. Everyone says what is appealing to the people who mean the most at that time. During this election, it was black people. Even Hispanics went to the Republican side. Why? The Hispanics went to the Republican side because they were getting more tax write-offs. And truth be told, and I'm saying this, and it is what it is, during the Trump administration, people did have more money. Everyone. And people were like, yo, Dre, you're a Trump supporter. I'm like, no, I'm not a Trump supporter because I would never sell myself or my soul for monetary gain. Because then you lose yourself. What I was saying was, enlighten yourself and don't be stupid for just the two options that are given to you.
True indeed. But with Donald Trump, I agree with everything you said. I feel like more people have more money. I feel like Joe Biden has not passed the stimulus yet. We still waiting on that, Joe. We ain't forgot. All of the stimulus came up under Trump.
I did finally get my second one.
Uh-oh!
From last week, y'all. It came like last week.
Yo,
They watched the show.
Let me get it done.
But real talk,
The
though.
stimmy
Real
gods
talk,
fell upon me,
you
so
know,
thank you.
I just can't really get into the whole, and I tell people this all the time. I might be blind to the fact of what he has done because me as a person, like politics is politics. It's a dirty game.
It's overshadowed, and as it should though.
But when you get disrespectful as far as you talking about anything that wasn't a white male was not right to Donald Trump.
Right.
And it's something about that mentality that I just can't even begin to
dig any deeper than
because the thing is, we would want Trump supporters to come on to this show to give their perspective, because the thing is, everything is about perspective. The thing is, if you're in a certain tax bracket, it's going to be great for you. So the thing is, who am I to tell you to not do what's in the
best interest
the
of
best
the
interest
household?
Yeah, so
right.
I agree with all of that, but the thing is, as far as me when it comes to Trump supporters,
but what is the
I
best
just can't.
interest? That's
my
the
thing is,
question.
we don't know what the best interest is, because now we got Biden and Harris in there, and the majority of the black population is okay with that because we got Biden and Harris in there. But me, I'm gonna just say me. I can't speak for. I don't know what that population is. I don't know if that 0.0000001, but this 0.00001% now is asking, what are you gonna do for us? We done got you in there. It's nice to have the Chucks and Pearls and Girls and Whirls and all of this stuff.
It was cute,
right?
But
cute. Now, what you gonna do? He started
I would
with
like to see
boots
real
on the ground.
registration
like
as well.
You can't sell something to black people and then take it away from them. Yo, you're nothing more than the same politician over and over and over again. Black people legit are tired of politicians lying to us about everything, son. We just think about it. We live in the poorest of neighborhoods. We make up only 14% of the population, but represent over 50% of the population incarcerated. Come on, son. We are the most disrespected being. Because, and I'm saying being, because we are disrespected further than any animal that was ever planted on God's
Animal
earth.
rights go before civil rights.
Because there's animal. Hey, I tell you one thing.
Peter don't play.
Peter don't play.
So we gonna have this. We gonna have this conversation. So let's go deeper into this. Let's go deeper into this thing. True indeed, we are treated like the most minute being on planet Earth by numerous people, even our African brothers. If we talk about the African American. But let's go deeper than that. Let's talk about the African American. We don't value each other.
Absolutely.
And that's what the problem is. We can talk about politicians all day, but the politicians always gonna play the politicians' game, which ain't never gonna be for the black man. It's gonna be for the best interest of the politicians.
Right.
So until we understand that we as a group as a collective, as a community, as the Jewish community, as the Asian community, as all these other communities, the gay community, all of these communities that fight for their rights as one, as a whole, as a fist, opposed to a bunch of fingers that making a bunch of noise and being flashy. Oh, this look real good, don't it? But when you do this, you don't get all the glitz and glamour, but this gonna give you more of a punch.
What Big Mama say from Soul Food?
That's where I got it from. That was in my
Strike
heart
a
right there.
mighty
Big Mama was
blow.
talking to me. and since we gonna talk about Big Mama, let's jump straight into Wendy Williams. Because she like to talk about people. And go ahead and give the breakdown. Cause
I'm still on Big Mama.
I'm sorry, Wendy, but I ain't sorry because you be talking junk.
All right, so over the weekend, Wendy came out with her official movie on Lifetime, her life story, and also her documentary. And she's made like quite a few headlines detailing past escapades with members of the Wu-Tang Clan. The Clan was a wild bunch.
No, the Clan wasn't a wild bunch. You seen what Method Man doing? That man on Power.
But this was 93.
Wait, hold on.
We talking about Ratchet Method Man
Show
with
of
the
hands.
messed up teeth.
Show of hands. Who will hit Wendy? Show of hands.
For those of you listening on Anchor Podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify, or if you're watching on YouTube, they had his hand up. Everybody looking at him like, what? What are we talking about here?
I was trying to.
No, you won't. No, you won't.
Oh, damn.
You thought we was with you.
No.
Everybody like,
I want to see what type of niggas would hit Wendy.
But listen,
obvious.
My hand was out of Wendy.
Not only was my hands in my pocket, they stayed in my pocket.
Hey, Wendy built like a goddamn skeleton with titties.
Wendy Williams is built like a 1967 Chevy Cadillac.
Wendy Williams is built like an oak tree, bro.
Chill. No. Listen, first of all, we can talk about how Wendy looks now, but 1980s, 1990s Wendy?
Right.
Still no
Wendy was cute.
Yeah.
And her shape was cute. This is what pre-surgery, pre-baby, pre-Kevin, all that. Wendy was what them dudes like, okay?
No, ladies, let me tell y'all something.
Could have fooled me.
Guys, cute is for puppies. Guys like sexy. Go ahead, Raven.
Let's find Wendy Williams back in the day.
Go ahead, Raven. Oh no, you can cast that. No, Wendy. I don't know what she looked like back in the day, but I don't think she was cute.
She was fly. She was one of them girls.
On the phone.
You can cast it.
When Wendy Williams was fine, I was probably a baby. It did not concern me.
I'm tech savvy, but this ain't tech no more. This was tech back in 2002. This ain't tech no more.
As they look for Wendy Williams,
Yeah, the typewriter
a cute
going on
picture
over
of
here.
Wendy Williams.
Don't do that.
All I'm gonna say is Wendy Williams talked too much junk to be looking like one of the Jacksons that they had in the basement, like on the Goonies.
See, I did.
With the dude.
See, no.
What was the dude with the Superman shirt?
No. When she said Jackson, I was off.
Yeah.
When she said,
She don't look like a reject Jackson.
You say Wendy and LaToya look alike?
No, I'm saying that
so-
Wendy looked like LaToya's cousin.
wait a minute. So who does she have playing her though? That's the better question.
So Wendy don't look like a around the way girl. Like
Whoa, hold up, time out. We gotta get this on camera. No, we are not doing that. No, we are not. I hope we can see this. Can we see this? Because this is not what we're doing.
Let me
she
We're not
looks like
doing
an
what
around the way girl, like one of those girls that them dudes like.
She looked like she fought Queen Latifah and set it off. She looked like she was a rival. Oh no.
She look a lot different, nigga.
Hey, what is that? Oh, Nick said, oh no.
Oh no.
Y'all friend.
Oh.
So you think people doing that?
Nah.
Back then, first of all, they were all high. She said they was in the club smoking.
I think Wendy was raping people. Contrary to the Lifetime belief, I think Wendy Williams
She
was
said
raping.
Meth
Then
came
she
back to
raped-
her place
but who-
willingly, and then she bathed him in her hot tub or her spa, in her penthouse suite.
See, y'all still missing the biggest question that he's answering.
What?
Who did she have playing her?
The girl. I don't know.
Is
The
she?
girl.
The thing is she fine?
The girl's pretty.
Why?
But she did resemble, she had Wendy Isk
I think that's her.
things.
That's
Yeah,
the girl.
that's her.
That's the
She
girl.
tall.
She just tall.
She tall.
Yo,
That really look like Wendy
Yo, they
Williams.
could have got anybody
But-
in WNBA.
I'll pull the girl up.
Yeah.
Yo, she's tripping.
Wendy Williams actually, you know who could have played her? Brittany Griner.
Yo.
Griner could have played Wendy Williams. Oh no, I think the dreads would have been a nice touch.
Oh, they tripping on
Yeah.
Wendy Williams ain't never looked like that.
Speaking of Wendy Williams raping Method Man. It's good to be at the bar and it ain't freezing. I'll tell you that. If you like what you're watching in the episode, subscribe down there at the bottom, somewhere at the bottom. And if you like Ask the Bar, give us some questions. # Ask the Bar in the comments. Holla at your boy Shaad Live. See you at the bar. Welcome back to the Barcast.
The Bar Live Barcast podcast that probably won't last. We just gonna jump right in because we done started. We couldn't even hold ourselves. T.I. and Tiny, family hustle. They hustling all right.
Hustled.
They hustling.
Hustling woman. Passing them up, flipping them,
Hustling.
Rubbing them
snatch.
rubbing them down, sending them on their way.
I hope it ain't true, man.
I know it is true.
No, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I think. Didn't they have a situation where they was about to break up? They was about to divorce. She was looking at Floyd meat.
Whoa.
Ain't that what happened?
She said her and Floyd have been friends for years.
Okay.
Yo, what does that mean nowadays?
Yeah, how many years and what type of
What
friends?
is a friend?
A friend?
I don't know. Cause
I need that clarification.
I'm not gonna say nothing because they be saying that I be bashing women, but all I'm gonna say is they have double standards. So I don't know what is a friend these days. So, y'all got a lot of friends, not you per se, but females.
Women.
Go, look, here it go.
I'm about to drop a rap verse, but I ain't gonna do it.
You got to. You drop one every episode. You got to. Drop it on me.
Alright, okay. First of all, y'all put me on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
A friend is just somebody that is your, someone that you can confide in. They can confide in you. You have a good time with. It can be strictly platonic. You don't know what Tiny and Floyd had going on. Now I will say I was in Vegas when T.I. and Floyd did fight Memorial Weekend 2013. I was at Fatburger. I saw the whole thing.
You was not at no Fatburger.
I promise to God.
Wait. Famous.
Wait.
I was at Fatburger. I was staying at the Aria, right there in the Crystals in the main part of Vegas. Had a fly hotel suite. It was my first trip with my big cousins.
See, but now I need it though.
And we were at Fatburger, and T.I. and Floyd broke out in that fight. And I was so nosy, I ran to the fight. Everybody else was running the other way. I was like, I got to see this. So I was there.
The bigger question is,
Yeah, one of the realest niggas in the world for that.
who got slid?
Nobody got slid.
That's why I was so. That's why T.I. one of the realest niggas. He went in there
Because
with
he did it
Floyd.
though. He did. He
Yeah,
did it for
he
it.
threw
Nobody
hands
got
with
slid.
You know what? I do respect T.I. for like somebody whose hands is licensed
Yeah.
with no guns.
The best nigga.
And you still go up to him like, yo,
Nah,
They
swear
the
up.
same size though.
that's my wife.
Hey, that's
Fight.
Floyd though.
That's some real man.
That's
That's
yeah,
like some real
nigga.
man shit.
I don't care who you is.
Like, I fight anybody. I fight the devil.
That's real love.
You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
Every night I got to
Thank
fight to prove
Floyd.
my love. That's,
He knew Floyd couldn't fight him though.
if my next man don't fight for me, he trash.
Like, when
That's
you
what
know,
Tiny said.
He knew Floyd couldn't fight him.
Right, because he go to jail. Well, you know, there's politics and everything, but it made T.I.'s optics go up. We say all that to say this. The whole thing with Sabrina Parr, that's her name, the young lady that came out with these allegations against
There you
them,
go.
is that she's claiming that T.I. pulled a gun on her because she was fighting Tiny's assistant that they treat like a slave and talk crazy to, but I guess the girl talked crazy back. They got into a fight. T.I. got mad at Sabrina over the fight, held the gun to her head to break up the fight. Instead of just breaking it up, pulled the strap on her. So now she's coming out saying, you pulled the strap, all that you be talking about, because there's also some politics with Atlanta with the Keisha Lance Bottoms, Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms, and another young lady with street reform and like legalizing marijuana. So it all ties into it. She's like, you're doing all of this, yet you're contradicting, and you pulled a strap on me, and also you're running a sex cult.
Yo, who are these dudes that's pulling guns on like women? Who are y'all? Like, I really need. Who are y'all?
I'm not
Who raised y'all?
That gotta be the most. In part of my friendship, author or not, that has to be the most bitch-made shit I've ever seen or heard of in my life.
You can't say that in books, bitch made shit.
Oh, absolutely. It's definitely
I'm
As an author, he could probably articulate.
No, I'm pretty sure that in some way, shape, or form it can be articulated better, but for man, damn that, for the purpose of life itself and everything, like, man, who are they? Like, who raised y'all? And the people who didn't raise y'all should feel this, man.
Grandma them ain't
I think
no more.
Like, yo,
Grandma them.
come on, man, grandma 27.
That's
Like,
why.
like, what are we doing?
T.I. is
Problematic, and I'ma say it. Y'all bigged this man up. Y'all done made him to be the new Malcolm X somehow. Y'all done gave him a podcast because he read the dictionary in his numerous times in jail. Okay, so I'm gonna put it out there. He is problematic, chauvinistic, sexist, and I don't even get the hype.
Come on now. Alright.
Now, Urban Legend was fired about.
I was going. I was about to be like,
you gotta give
I'll backtrack a little bit.
was a dope movie.
Urban Legend was fired.
Look, and ATL was a pretty dope movie. I'm just saying.
To the female, you know what I'm saying? You gave me a bunch of body blows with the chauvinistic, all of this stuff. And I'm like, But dang, you went, you don't get the hype. I get the hype now. I get the hype.
Artistically, as far as his music and all of that stuff, yes, the hype. But the whole him trying to be...
We don't know if it's true, though, that he put a gun to her.
That is true.
Yeah, not even that. I'm just talking about T.I. in general. Like you were saying before, he's had troublesome years or a troublesome past year. The stuff he pulled with his daughter and saying he didn't know. I mean, I guess you don't know until you know, but when does common sense become common?
What?
You know, him talking about his daughter's OBGYN appointments and how he goes and checks to make sure she's still a virgin. And even though it was taken out of context because...
What's wrong with that?
What's that?
For him going to check to make sure how old is she?
So essentially, like whatever 18, the father and daughter is doing, 18? That's... He shouldn't have talked about it. The issue was... It shouldn't have
been a public thing.
He talked about it.
No, it shouldn't.
It shouldn't have been
That's where the issue lies. Okay, and it embarrassed the daughter.
Right. Got that. Okay.
Now, whatever the father... daughter,
but there's nothing he can do about that now. As a parent, sometimes you can overstep stuff and you didn't mean it to be that way. But at this point, it's just about how do you go about it now as a parent. And I feel like everybody that's a parent understands that every situation is a new situation. And you gotta try to attack it.
You got 7 turn.
I was gonna say, but still, even no matter, listen, it don't matter if you have 1 child or if you have 50. Each one of them children different, man.
True.
And
you should know that. And with that daughter, she's particularly sensitive, right? So you tread lightly. Now, granted, you on a podcast. It was a light and fun thing. They took that one thing, made it a hot take, blew it up. But like the issue with him is he didn't see what was wrong with it after the backlash claim. He's like, that's my child, da da da. He didn't realize the embarrassment and how that affected her. And even after her mother told him, Tiny told him, Monica and LaToya and all them on the show told him, his mama told him, he's so macho with it. Monica. So like he's so macho with it, he refused to apologize or admit any fault. That's where he becomes problematic.
Now, coming from a male perspective,
the ego, or people telling you what to do with your child. So
no. And first off, Cameras, T.I. ass was wrong. He was wrong. No matter who.
I didn't mean to come aggressive at you.
You
Sorry.
Nah, T.I. was wrong. He was dead ass wrong. Because he should have never said something so private in a public atmosphere. No way, shape, or form. Especially something dealing with your daughter's body parts, B.
Yeah, man.
That's a no-no of man. Not just father, man. A man will protect his queen and all his young.
I would even go a step further than that. Forget
Right.
your daughter private parts, like not forget your daughter private parts, but
Yeah.
like even
Outside of that.
your household. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it's certain stuff that you probably could share. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to share everything
Right.
going on because the thing is, you got a significant other in the household that's not a part of the podcast. You know what I'm saying? And you're not trying to overstep how they may feel
But
He
about
doesn't
certain.
care.
But
But that's what I'm saying though.
But
It's certain boundaries I feel as though when, and I mean we're only, can we get our fucking glasses up,
Man,
this motherfucker?
and-
We
and-
10 shows.
Hey.
We only 10 shows. We only 10 shows
Yeah,
in,
hey.
and that's a small feat, but that's a
10
huge
weeks
feat.
Hey.
Consistently,
10 weeks
toast
in.
to it.
And hey, and they got
Toast to
and they got your boy D Moore on the show, man.
First author on the show,
Good
D
milestone,
Moore,
my
man. Milestones, baby.
You
Come
here for
on, man.
milestone.
We might still be new to it, but we true to it, man. And we giving y'all content every week. Keep tuning in, subscribe,
Rate, like,
rate, like, do all of that stuff, man. We talk about it every episode. Shout out to the people that have been here since the first episode. Shout out to D Moore. Shout out to Zay. Shout out to Ray Rocksteady. Shout out to the Bar Live Barcast. We here 10 episodes in. Let's get back into it, man. Silhouette challenge, man. Let's talk about that.
Let's talk
because
about
the thing is, parents do overstep boundaries sometimes, but at some point, when is enough enough, and you gotta be accountable for the fact that they can take that little red background off, and now we can see all your goodies, and now you ashamed.
People will get naked on any app you give them. Lord.
As long
Y'all stop
as you
getting
can like, as long as you can like, they'll get naked.
Was it TikTok made for dances and y'all?
No,
just-
TikTok was
Made
made,
for
for getting naked.
It was made for teenagers.
Okay.
Not gonna lie, I think the challenge is pretty dope.
It's not about the challenge. It's about the fact that now women are claiming sexual assault because the internet pervs did what they fucking do.
Yo, it's
Her.
so my thing is this. You can't anything that goes. I hate to say it. Like
Anything that goes on the internet is not yours no
anything
more.
on the internet does no longer belongs to you.
Boom.
You shouldn't do,
Once
you
you,
shouldn't do stuff like
if
that.
they tell you all the times, every time you sign into the internet, you give away your rights. It asks you.
And-
We hit yes every
We don't read
time.
the five
And you know what they gonna do? They gonna label me the angry black man again. But let me tell you what it is, bro.
Go ahead,
It's
go
because
ahead, go ahead.
these females will do anything for likes in 2021, and it's not
And it ain't
all of
men
them.
on here
It's not
smoking
all
weed.
of them. It's not all of them, but it's the majority of them. But I can guarantee
I seen
you
a video
this:
today.
the men
We not complaining,
swinging meat.
I saw a video today.
They not complaining though.
The men swinging
Not
meat
even him.
ain't complaining.
The silhouette challenge boy. He
He's
had
not complaining though.
Ladies, I'ma just say, he had a dragon. Tread lightly.
Oh Lord! Hey, hold on, time out. That's my first time hear a woman terminology. Hold up, time out. I need somebody,
I've heard it
anybody,
Like I said,
to
God bless.
find me in
Like I said, God
find me in the
bless.
comments.
That was regular.
If we,
That's what
hey,
I'm talking about.
if,
That was actually kind of
if we
corny.
talking dragons, just drop a dragon
I
emoji
was
up
trying
under
to
the
be
comments.
PC.
All right, I stop. Hey, I know Drake feel me. We 3 in right here, right?
Right here.
Hey.
This.
What?
And that's how quick the silhouette challenge. That's how quick the silhouette challenge went wrong. Y'all should see. The thing is, y'all knew y'all could not be Slim Santana.
Slanted.
So what y'all decided to do
She
is,
said, ooh.
I'm gonna try to show them everything with a red light.
Man.
No, we saw everything because actually Alright, since we just talked about T.I. and his Crime Stoppers, I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all. Ali Akbar over in India, he was the one that told all of us how to take the red thing off, and we can see all of your goodies. All of it.
If you
I'm
ain't
done.
naked on the internet,
I
don't
ain't-
put yourself
hey.
naked on the internet.
Hey, I
You
ain't
That
naked on the internet.
Like,
That part.
you went naked on the internet and then said, oh,
I don't want to be naked on the
consent.
internet.
Consent? You put it on.
You did it.
You did it.
Stop doing things for likes.
Man,
Gotta help you.
Hey,
That shit, crazy.
hey,
Now,
sacrificing
pervs
stuff
don't
for
need to be
likes.
perving. Like,
Man, pervs
Stop
are
perving.
going to perv, man.
internet
Listen,
pervs,
real
internet
talk,
pervs live on the
though.
internet.
Real talk. You want to get some real live funky stuff, bro. I don't even post my kids because I watched a documentary about how people perv on seeing kids on internet. And the thing is, you can try to limit it down to how much ever people you want to. That shit bothers me.
Yeah.
Because if somebody is beating their meats to my kids, and I don't, bro, that bothers me. The thought of that. I used to post beating all the time.
Man, listen, I ain't even gonna lie.
Like,
I don't even want to think that far.
Bro, that
Because and
that
the reason
documentary.
and I'm not and
Shit, John Benet Ramsey.
you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie
That
to
was
you.
the
I
first,
mean,
you know,
that's how
tomorrow.
people get that's how they get their money. They preying of the fear of other people. I'm not even trying to think that damn far because I'm gonna tell you right now, R. Kelly or anyone who puts anyone in my family in danger gonna have to see me. Point blank, period. And that's
Stay
what I
strapped. Stay
believe
strapped.
is missing, man.
Did we check your weapons?
We missing us. We missing the Shaws. We missing the Zays. We missing that male element.
I was about to say, because I'm like Keisha from New Jack City.
and I'm-
Rock-a-bye, baby.
And I'm gonna go a little further. We missing this in our community because truth be told, y'all should be the second people that people run into. They should run into us first before running into y'all. Y'all the protectors. Y'all supposed to stand
protect home, but they
y'all
don't want to hear
protecting
that.
the crib because y'all producing more and more.
Don't
for us.
start, because
However,
y'all don't be there. So who gotta
we've
who gotta
never
come?
been there
Who
because-
has to be the first line of defense if you not there?
But-
But the thing is, we
but
are
that's
the
what
first
I'm-
line of defense. That's what
that's
he's
what I'm
explaining to
saying.
you.
you
We're the
are,
first
but
line
if
of
you're not
defense
there,
before
what you
that.
supposed to do?
but that's
I'll be
what I'm
there,
saying.
so-
That's what I'm saying.
I'll be there
We
every
are
day.
creating a generation that is needed.
All my niggas is there too. I can say that.
Just think about it.
Oh no,
We're
trust
making
me.
a change.
I'm about to go ahead. Go ahead,
Just
Dre.
think about
I've seen
it.
one
Coming
of my
right in.
niggas.
I'm coming hot.
Hear me out.
14 strong.
It's so
15,
many of
16.
us that don't know our pops. I mean, I'm a product of that. I said it in my book
Speak on that
numerous
shit.
times. I'm a product of not having my father around. But I had a hell of a mother. Even through her vices or whatever and the bullshit that she went through, she was still my mom's.
Right.
Mom's always gonna be here. That's what a lot of people not realizing. Mom, that shit is always there.
It's an umbilical connection. You can't
But
cut it.
dad, if dad not there, he is a distant, and I mean the furthest distant memory. We don't care about our fathers because we don't see them, and our mothers make it so that we can't stand them. Just hear me out. Our
They
mothers-
don't want to hear that shit.
I'm listening.
And hear me out.
I'm listening. but
Mothers
it's,
make it to, and not all mothers. Let me
First off, at the bar,
let me-
articulating
Yeah,
it
and,
just the
and
way
perhaps
we
the
need it.
mother
me-
shouldn't
let-
put her stuff with the
And
father
let me clarify that.
onto the
Not
child.
all
I get all
mothers
that.
do that. Let me clarify that. But a lot of scorned mothers put in the child's head, and the child is a child's mind is like Play-Doh. You make it to what you want it to be. And if we put a bad picture of the father in our child's mind, that's a lifetime of them trying to build that connection and relationship with their father, or if it ever happens, that's unnecessary. Us, this generation, When I say us, and I'm proud of when I say us.
No, people born in like from
Pe-
87 to 93, because anybody born past that is crazy.
Right. the 80, I say about the 85s to about 92 to 93.
Yeah.
We were what they call crack babies. It is what it is. That's what we were considered as, crack babies. A lot of us grew up in that bullshit, right? So a lot of us didn't know our fathers, right? We understood the hurt that came with not knowing who our father was. We understood the hurt that was like, okay, I can see my white counterpart with mommy, daddy, brother, sister. I always see that their family structure is so much different than mine. My family structure is mommy, grandma, maybe grandpa, brother, sister, so on and so forth. But it's constantly, daddy is missing. We finally, us, this generation, finally recognize the flaw. And we are trying to correct it and trying to be better parents.
And let's toast to that. Let's toast to that.
Toast to the curse breakers.
Yes,
Curse breaking crack babies.
I would do crack baby.
With that being said, let's go into our Bar Live Showcase Artist of the Week, Diamond Young.
I'm about to get up out of here, alright? Yo, what's up with this, yo?
So, you just gonna sit here and act like everything's all good. We ain't said a word to each other all week, but we're good, right?
I mean, everything good on my end. I mean, you know I be busy working and stuff, but I ain't... What's your issue?
You know what? You're right. It's me. It's always me. You know what? Just leave.
Oh, so wait, what are you really saying, though?
You heard what I said. Leave.
Bad.
Problems that just accumulate. One minute you wanna separate, the next minute you all up in my face. Yeah, used to keep me warm, but now you're so cold. Yeah, and all my friends think I should just let you go. I see potential in you, so boy, this is essential. I need you to pay attention. We gotta put in the time. Baby, just you and I. Cause things don't change overnight. So if you fight, then I'll fight. Yeah. Can we make this work? 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 So tired of fussing and fighting, so tired of the lying and crying. We done put way too much time in. I know that you see that I'm trying. I just need you to understand. A girl like me, see I'm in a man. I want you, but I don't need a man. I was fine before you and I began. Independent, I get my own paper, I stack that shit up. And wanna save it for later. On them rainy days, I'd rather spend them with you. Boy, don't turn the page, look at the bigger picture. Yeah, used to keep me warm, but now you're so cold. Yeah, and all my friends think I should just let you go. I see potential in you, so boy, this is essential. I need you to pay attention. We gotta put in the time, baby, just you and I, cause things don't change overnight, so if you fight, then I'll fight. Whoa, yeah, whoa, yeah.
Hit him with it. Let me get that profile.
Yeah, used to keep you warm, but now you're so cold. Yeah, and all my friends think I should just let you go. I see potential in you, so boy, this is essential. I need you to pay attention. You gotta put in the time, baby, just you and I, cause things don't change overnight. So if you fight, then I'll fight.
Or
To pass the ball
or
to Anthony Davis.
Or Frank Vogel could have said, yo, Rondo, you getting the ball. LeBron could have said, hey, no. I think I should get the ball. You know what? I think I like that better. Matter of fact, Rondo, you do get the ball. But make sure you pass it to me.
See, and with that being said, welcome back to the Barcast, the podcast that probably won't last if Drake continues to make all of these crazy allegations about the NBA. He is a man of many facets, but NBA analysis is clearly not one of them. But one thing that I will tell you is my brother can sing out the wazoo, and it would not be right if he did not bless the Bar Live Barcast with some of his vocal abilities. So, without further ado, and which I feel like the thing is, I wanna feel like I'm introducing someone that I know is going to be in shining lights and many different facets, whether it be an author, whether it be a singer, regardless. So I just want to have the pleasure of introducing you, my brother. So without further ado, we're going to have a selection by brother, the author, the singer, the songwriter, the creator, the humanitarian, all in all, the D Moore.
That felt damn good.
Ooh, shit! At the Bar Live Barcast.
I was born by the river in a little tent. And oh, just like the river I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gon' come. Oh, yes it is. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die. 'Cause I don't know what's up there beyond the skies. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gon' come. Oh, yes, it is.
Amen.
Black Lives Matter, yo.
You gave us a snippet. I thought you wanted to give us the whole thing.
No, that was
You can't give us chills and stop in the middle of the goddamn song.
I was gonna cry again.
Oh, come on now. Can we get a whole song?
No, that was.
Oh my God, my toes just started tingling.
Yo, listen, we got so much coming out this year, man. Like, that boy can sing.
Oh my God,
it's so much
bro.
coming out this year, man. Like, we got the whole Tears of a Man second edition coming out. We working on something fantastic with that. That's all I can really throw out there. Actually, the Bar Loud was the first people to hear that, so that's actually pretty dope.
Exclusive.
Yeah, that's
exclusive.
Yeah, that's hey, hold on.
Yeah, let's get some meat cup. Yeah, go ahead. Well, hey man, I'm glad you blessed the bar with some of your vocals. In the meantime and in between time, I was about to drop a note or two.
That was pure
2 or
dopeness.
3. I thought we was about to go there, Dre, man. I thought you was about to take us there. You ain't got no other songs in the chat. Hey, man, let's talk. Hold on. Let's talk the Tears of a Man 2, the exclusive here on the Barcast.
Let's go.
There we go, man. He out here working. Working.
Is it bad I wanted to hit the remix though when he started?
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. That.
I was born by the river. I was thinking
Never heard that song, but what?
All of the classics got ass in the music.
Goddamn Sam!
Rick. I was born by the river. I was making some cash.
Oh, hell no.
You're talking about turning.
That was back when Vine was popping.
Oh, hell no.
See, but the thing is,
I wanted to do it so bad.
listen, man. We just trying to
The
zoom
greatness of black
past.
folk.
We trying to zoom past what I feel like is.
Hey, I'm like dropping keys.
A blessing from God, bruh. You have an instrument that was given to you that doesn't have any strings, doesn't have any horns. We didn't play any music behind you. And if the people that when the people hear what I just heard, bro, like when I say in my toes,
You did say I'm proud.
conviction,
Man.
conviction,
As long as
bro.
I'm just saying proud, it makes me feel
Conviction,
good.
bro.
Makes you
Because the thing is, we're in a time where we've been singing songs, we've been chanting, we've been locking up and marching. And that song means so much to the community because we've had change, but the illusion of change, or the amount of change that we've had, has blinded us. But I think Donald Trump has somehow, there's been patches in the community that needed to be fixed and glued back together, and slowly but surely we're getting back to grassroots. Black people believing in themselves, their art, their creativeness, their drive, their passion, their hustle in many regards. And shout out to the Ace Dog, Christian, change gonna come. Like, we've come so far, but yet we haven't. Go ahead.
We haven't even scratched the surface.
We haven't, and we have so much further to go. But like you said, we working. Black people keep working. Toast to it. Toast to the prosperity of the black community. Toast to the livelihood of the black community. Toast to wealth. Toast to health. Toast to the black community, man. We doing better things. We doing better for ourselves. We doing better in politics. We going out and voting. I don't give a damn who you vote for. Go vote for somebody and let that decide what our democracy is built upon. Who's going to be the president or who's going to be the next in office. Make sure you go and vote in your local elections. Do that as well. That's probably going to affect you more than
Directly,
the big things. And that's all I got to say about that. And to get on a lighter note, what y'all think about Donald Trump here?
His hair.
His hair. Oh, you in the book. What's good, man? Let's get back to the book. What's on your mental, man? Before we get to the Ask the Bar, we got about 10 minutes before we get to the Ask to the Bar. What's good, man?
So,
talk to us.
What you were speaking of kind of like hit me a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that when people talk, we should listen. A lot of people want to over talk and have the lights on them that we fail to actually listen and take what someone has, the gems of what someone has said, and use them in our life and actually apply them to our lives and be better people from it. And a lot of what you just said kind of is going to go by the wayside. And the unfortunate is a lot of times, especially, and when I say the black community, it's like, yo, listen, I can only talk about one community. I'm black. I can only speak about one community.
Hold on. Hey, hold that thought. Please hold on to it tight.
Absolutely.
Because I want to clear up some things, man. The Bar Live Barcast, yeah, we come here and we crack jokes, we have fun, we drink a little bit, we parlay. But this is all about the uplifting of the black community,
Absolutely.
black artists, black creators, black business owners, etc. Hence the Black Business Blackout of the Week, Black Showcase Artist of the Week, etc. Bringing out different guests on. This is what it's about. It's about getting these different perspectives from these different people on our current events. But at the same time, we're uplifting the community by promoting things of that nature. So I just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's important, man. It's in one thing that I wanted to do this month, especially with it being Black History Month, was I wanted to, show and showcase our black people. Like, it doesn't have to be Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. Granted, they are our some of our greatest leaders. I ain't gonna say our greatest leaders, but some of the more spotlighted leaders.
Yeah, our more prominent ones.
You know what I'm saying? I think it's important that we showcase each other.
Absolutely.
Whether it's through just a shout out or whether it's through promotion or networking. I think that in order for us to really get back to the kingship and the queenship that we were a part of, is we have to really fully engage one another and not in a hostile and demeaning manner,
Right.
but really like be like, yo, you're black, yo, I mess with you off you're black, but you have to still show me who you are as a person. I think that a lot of times we disarm ourselves the wrong way.
Because they're black.
Because they're black.
There's a sense of security, but all
So
skinfolk ain't
so instead of us saying, for instance, Shaad come into my store and he come in, well, yo, what's up, man? Oh yeah, man, I just want to came to get such and such. But when the white man comes in and play, hey, how you doing, sir? How you
code switching.
there is no difference in the person, whether they're white or black. A person is a person, and everyone is deserving of respect, and do they show you otherwise? So one thing that Shaad had on is that I think that he said that one thing that we need to focus on is uplifting one another and really showcasing one another's talents and things of that nature. But absolutely, So I got an excerpt from my book, and it more so talks about the title is "Good Job, Black Man," and it's not saying necessarily, yo, what you're doing is positive. It's saying, yo, I recognize what you're doing, being a black man, and I can see the destruction of us. And I just can't see why you can't see it. But since I recognize it, and if you can't recognize it, it's my job to tell you, yo, we need to have a different course of action.
So we got about 5 minutes. Do you think you can read that?
I got this in 2.
There you go.
It ain't gonna be 2 minutes. But
And then you can take us into our break to our sponsors.
Alright. So this is called Good Job, Black Man. You have finally done it. 500 years and success is yours. You're chained to your feet, chain swinging from your neck like a badge of honor. The warmness of your blood running from your head because you were just beat. Your woman cries can be heard from a distance. You laid in the shed weeping as you were tired and weak. Master raping the mother of your children to her heart's content. The children you help make don't respect you like they do master. You have no power, black man. Your anger burns deep within you, but you have no voice. Your tears are enough to drown you, and your ignorance keeps you silent, but your body hard at work. Your knowledge in this foreign land is useful until it makes sense for its oppressor. Your back to this earth. Your tears watered the ground until it produced, and your blood stained this earth to produce its minerals, and your mind moved mountains. You had every tool to be the oppressor, but allowed your adversary to teach you his. Master gave you the tools of hatred to anyone who resembled you. The tools of aggression and the manipulation to help you rise to the top of an already enslaved people. But you will never rise enough to be his equal. Master's plan to never be viewed as an enemy, all while continue to rise to the top. We call this the Willie Lynch letter, the teachings of self-hatred and manipulation, the killing of the black man's dream of ever rising to power. When one gets too high, the masses will drag him back down. 2 crabs in a bucket, fuck it, right? That letter, written in 1712, has been revised many times, but by different authors. That letter has unfortunately been perfected in 2017. Black men are dying in the streets daily by our own guns. Black women are looking to each other and other races for intimacy and safety. Prisons are being built faster than public schools, colleges, and affordable housing. Black children don't recall the last time their fathers were even a part of their lives. Black people don't support one another's businesses due to one thinking too high while the others thinking too low. Black people can't agree, and when we do, it's typically too late. The movements we make loses faith, no cohesiveness, disperses us back into our own desolate realities. All of these things will continue to keep black men down. Not our counterparts, but us. We keep one another down by consciously, unconsciously, not loving one another, fighting, lying, cheating, stealing, killing one another daily. We are the co-authors of the Willie Lynch letters. Good job, black man. Good job.
Okay, and then who's your third?
And my third, and he's recent. I just think I think he's so like underrated. Tank.
Okay.
Oh, this man that went crazy. Welcome back to the Barline Barcast, the podcast that probably don't last. We not even gonna waste too much time on Tank. He had a good top 2, and I was rocking with him because y'all know how I feel about R. Kelly. But my God, Tank ain't better than Jamie Foxx.
But I was just about to fucking say that.
Tank ain't better than Jamie Foxx. You think Tank better than Jamie Foxx? Hold on, time out. You the second. You the second
Jamie
here.
over Tank.
So
You gonna take
so y'all taking
skill and music.
Jamie Foxx
Skill and music.
over
Yes.
Tank.
Yes.
Skill
Albums.
and music.
Yes. Yes. Album.
Got it.
Jamie's
Album.
a beast.
Got it.
Yes.
James son of the Brady
Not
Bunch,
saying,
bro.
not saying
Brady
that
Bunch.
Jamie Foxx is not great. That's not what came out of my mouth.
Okay,
at
so
all.
what
I
His
say
musical taste and talents.
What I
Tank is in
say-
his top 3.
was musically inclined.
James.
I'm not gonna lie to you,
Tank is an
bro.
old church.
I just
boy.
went Jamie because I felt
Tank-
like they was kind of in the
Tank-
same
I
stratosphere.
think Tank is-
I felt like there's other people that you
For
could
me,
have dropped
it-
off
hey.
in there.
Hey, it's octaves for me. Well, ain't that the new thing?
Nigga,
It's for me.
Jamie got the octaves.
No.
Yeah, Jamie does
But
an
Tank
octave.
can sing falsetto too.
But Tank, when I say like, 'cause
He could go low register.
if I play Tank right now, my girl's already pregnant. She getting pregnant again.
Jamie Foxx can sing anything, bro.
Now, Dre.
Did you hear? Now, Dre, if you think about
Nigga.
fucking, you get pregnant, you get girls pregnant.
Dre
Trust
fertile.
me, you might fucking be pregnant right now, don't even know, and y'all just met tonight. Goddamn, what? Like, the man is fertile.
You the full time, you know, right?
Listen,
Yo,
You can back
you're
up real quick.
stupid. You was stupid.
Listen, but one thing I will say about my man's though, and one thing that we talked about, I don't know if it's on camera or not, because we've been having so much good conversation on and off air tonight that I don't know what's in here and what's not. But it goes back to, bro, you're a great father.
Right.
We are great fathers. Our generation has done a lot to where I don't know how much there's still definitely deadbeat dads out there.
Definitely.
But
Ain't a lot of them.
I can tell you within my network and the majority of the men that I know, they have stepped up to the plate. They are being men, or at least trying to be men in their child's lives. And for that being said, for the Swiss Army knives or the crack babies or the 80s babies or whatever you want to call us,
Whatever.
let's take a toast to that. You got a little corner in there, you can toast that joint.
I was
Let's
gonna be
toast
like,
to that.
yo, where
Because
is that?
we all
Toast to crack baby.
have to give ourselves
We're not toasting the crack babies.
Toast to crack
We're
baby.
not toasting the crack babies.
But if you want to call us crack babies, we gonna toast to it. We gonna toast to whatever you want to call us, because the thing is,
You know why we crack babies? 'Cause
we
was
are
born in
at
the
a
80s,
point.
88,
We are at a point to where we take whatever they got to say on the chin and we just keep going. We keep going. And with that being said, we talked about Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx being the genius that he is. Let's talk about two other geniuses that were still in the same type of realm, seeing as how Jamie Foxx had his own TV show. The Ask the Bar today is, which was better?
Don't ask me.
The Martin Show
The Martin Lawrence Show.
or The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Hold on, time out. You need to redo that shit again, because that shit was not called The Martin Show. It was called Martin, my nigga. Say it right. No.
Okay, the Martin Show. Say it. I'm drunk. I can say the Martin Show. Okay. Well,
Which was better, Martin?
with that being said,
Hey, you can hit him without mine.
which was better, Martin or The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Martin, Lauren, Martin. Y'all ain't watching this shit. I don't know what
Wait.
I was coming
Did you
with your
just say you didn't watch the show?
No, I said y'all ain't watch the show.
Who ain't watched the show?
Y'all ain't watching. Y'all supposed to come in. But I promise y'all, if I came with this,
You was off
You were off anyway. You were saying it wrong.
I didn't stop you, nigga.
You said Martin Lawrence. It doesn't go like that.
That ain't what it say?
No.
He didn't say Martin again.
You off key, nigga.
Martin, no, it say Lawrence.
No.
It say Lawrence.
It's a Martin. Lawrence.
No, it's just Martin twice.
It goes Martin.
And then it goes Martin Larry Lawrence.
Yeah.
Yeah, nigga. You was
Well,
You were saying it wrong. That's why we was trying to say
At the Barcast Podcast, we don't care what Martin did because Martin ain't trying to sponsor us. Martin, if you trying to sponsor us, we can erase that. But until you try to sponsor us. Hey, with that being said, I gotta get a shirt with that saying because I don't know why I keep saying that. With that being said,
You do say it, but I guess that's
hey, I'm gonna start getting shirts, man. I'm gonna
I'll be saying that show all the time.
With that being said,
well, with that being said,
but nah, what? So I'll jump into it.
Go ahead.
For me, that's
It's
another
the
shirt
show
for me.
Marcus over here.
I'm gonna go with Martin.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Martin solely because Martin reminds me of the Barcast. Martin was at a point to where I feel as though if Martin needed to make a show to where it was just Martin, Shanae, Roscoe, Jerome,
and
Dragonfly,
Dragonfly, and Gina. Cause you gotta put Gina in there because Gina was detrimental. We'll give that to our black queen.
Yo, if you don't put Pam, if you don't
or instrumental.
Detrimental.
Hey,
I was drinking. I don't got T.I. here to read this. My bad. But instrumental to how great that was.
Now, well, I will actually go a step further though.
Okay.
To me, who made the show, and I don't care who the hell don't agree with me. Pam made the show.
Pam made the show.
Agreed.
When
But the thing
Pam,
is,
I don't care. Whenever Pam.
But how do you have Pam without Gina though?
Chocolate ass. On that, so every time she was talking shit,
Pam was the finest.
Yo,
Pam is still the finest.
Pam made me feel like it was okay. Like it was okay to talk shit to the girl that I wanted the most in class.
Now listen.
Nah, for real.
Pam is top tier, but it goes back to colorism and
that part.
But for real.
One time you say colorism and
but for real
back to that.
It legit goes back even with the whole aspect of Martin and Pam's relationship.
Mm-hmm.
It goes back to how it was formed with the young girl that we liked in our class. We picked on her, we talked shit about her, you know what I'm saying?
But he didn't like Pam, except for that one episode when he was crushing on her.
But what I'm saying, he didn't like Pam, but we did. The audience loved Pam. So
the audience loved both of them, though.
Yeah, they did. So the audience loved
because
Pam.
we have that fascination with the house.
But hear me out. The audience loved Pam so much. It's like, yo, I don't know what Martin talking about. But maybe he secretly liked her, though.
That's what that episode was about. That's what that episode was about.
But it was.
I think Martin seriously had.
So do you think? So
I think he secretly think.
So to get back to it though, do you think that? So do you think Martin is better than Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Do I think Martin? It depends on what lifetime.
No, he's talking about right now. 2021. What is this? February 3rd. February 3rd. 2021. How do you feel?
We gotta do no cop outs.
This may change in the future. It may have been different before.
Today, on February 3rd, 2021, D Moore, the artist.
Ow! Say that shit one more time, man. For the people, man. Hold up, man. Make sure you look into the camera. Find one of them shit, man.
That yell was.
D-Mo the artist, bro.
So, if you're asking me, I'm gonna go with Fresh Prince, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay, we need that tape.
I'm gonna tell you why. I don't think any episode of any sitcom I've ever watched will have ever had any type of impact on me when Will Smith seen his father.
We all, yeah, that's all.
And
Okay.
that resonated with me so hard because it made me even question, like, damn, Dad, what the fuck could I have done as a kid to make you not want me, dog?
Oh.
Like, you did this, not me, you.
Oh.
But what have I done that was so wrong to make you not want me?
You might have swayed my decision in an episode, right?
Man, Will Smith,
because
Will Smith played his ass.
I think what I'm gonna say.
Hey, shout out to Will Smith on that. Will Smith, if you gonna ever watch this show, which I'm pretty sure you will.
We gonna add him. Say that. Say that. Cause I'm gonna add him.
I'm gonna tell you just like, listen, I kid you not, yo. I promise. If y'all look this up on my Facebook, I promise to God you can find this. I said like maybe a year, maybe even 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I said, yo, I had a vision that I was playing in a movie with Will Smith. So I was starring alongside Will Smith. I kid you not.
Do you want to make a movie?
And absolutely. Absolutely. Will Smith.
But I swear to God.
If you see this,
hold on.
you hear it,
Zay.
you already know where
Zay. I'm sorry. I know we gotta stay on topic. But we got 3 minutes. But Brian, I never told Zay we need to fucking do a movie. That's all I'm gonna throw out there. Listen, we got your tape, and you done swayed my decision back to because that was a very powerful scene and it was very impactful.
It was.
But Raven, what's your take? What's your take?
And so I respect how that scene has affected many black men over the course of these 30 years or 25 years. So, but I would, in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, with all of its greatness, I'd have to go Martin only because it was more relatable. You know, it showed a relatively healthy dynamic between a man and a woman, young, trying to make it, their friend group, everybody trying to figure it out, early 20s, mid-20s, early 30s. It was something that, you know, you could see coming out your door. You had an aunt, uncle that act like that, or some older cousins. The only reason why I don't pick Fresh Prince is because when they made the change with dark skin Aunt Viv from light skin Aunt Viv, we're gonna go back to colorism. But also, when they did that, they took some of Aunt Viv's power away.
And they did take a piece away. I will agree with that.
Brown skin Aunt Viv was
beautiful.
First of all, not only was she beautiful, she was a dancer. She was a college professor, educated woman. When they brought light skinned Aunt Viv in, they reduced her down to nothing more than a housewife. They didn't give her any backstory.
She was still the same one. They just didn't highlight it as much as they did.
They never talked about. They
said it before. She said it on a couple episodes. Like I was such and such too. But Aunt Viv was actually doing it at the time.
I seen dark skin Aunt Viv in a ballerina outfit.
And she killed that shit.
I ain't never seen light skin Aunt Viv in a ballerina outfit.
This is my question though.
Go ahead, dog. I'm sorry.
No. I just cause I'm lost in the fact of. So at first I went Martin, right? Mm-hmm. Then I went cause you went with and the thing is what I got cause you said more relatable, but what I got from what you said was that.
From what
I get no. So I get where you're coming from, and I get where you're coming from as well. Okay. And that's why I'm still on the fence, regardless.
Okay.
Because I feel like where you're coming from is, first of all, black man, right, or black boy, because we always can get in touch with that black boy. Those of us that did not have our fathers around as much as we would like. So we could relate to that scene in a way that none other can, right? But I think what comes with Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is you get all of that. You get a dad.
I think so too.
You get a nephew. Not only a son, you get a son in Colton. And you get
you get an additional.
You get so much more.
You get an additional something.
With the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air opposed to Martin, because Martin now, yes, I agree, more relatable because we're 30 plus.
Duh.
So
Not
we're
only
thinking
that.
about relationships and building our own. Martin was kind of building his own. With the Fresh Prince, you could go from
It's a familial
light
idea.
skin,
But now,
to dark skin.
not
There's a
only
lot of
that.
people, a lot of different people that you can relate with.
No, but not only that, it could go. It shows you.
That's that say for.
It shows you the extensions of love as well, though.
Right.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? It shows you that love legit lives beyond your children. Martin didn't have any kids, and when Martin was supposed to have kids, he was the most ecstatic in his life. And then it came true that wasn't true, right? And then they went right back to regular schedule program. It was never any hurt. It was never any hurt in that. In that episode, Martin was upset for 3-4 minutes, and then it went back to schedule. No, see,
Don't do that because Will was upset that episode.
No,
His
no,
dad
no.
left and
Will Smith is a
No.
better actor than
that's
Martin Lawrence.
Ooh, time out.
Will Smith is a better.
Absolutely.
Will Smith is a
but-
better
but-
actor.
but hold on,
Will Smith
hold on,
can
hold on,
play
hold on.
more roles than Martin Lawrence.
He got hired for different roles.
Hold on, dog. Let me
every character,
Hey,
bro.
let me just.
Who,
let me-
Martin?
Martin played every
Who?
character
Where?
on the
Hey,
show.
Martin.
No, I
You named
understand.
like two
I'm not.
just
I'm not. No. I get that. I get that. I'm not saying that. I led out with that. I led with that.
Here
right?
go. No. I
But
got
this
you.
is my
Here go.
thing though.
Can Martin
Lawrence can't do the different roles that he did in different movies.
I'm gonna ask you
and
something. Can Martin Lawrence pull at your heartstrings?
Yes. Have you
He
not
did
seen
not.
Blue Streak? And he couldn't get that.
No.
No.
See,
Oh my
you
God. I was
now you
like,
being ignorant, Raven. You
gotta
being
get
shy.
Hey,
No.
hey, you been the
No.
nigga.
No.
You been the nigga.
No. I've almost cried. Listen, hot take. I've cried with Will Smith, bro.
Yo.
Hey.
I've cried.
Hey,
Will got
7
shot up
seconds.
I've cried.
7 seconds.
7
pounds.
seconds,
7
bro.
pounds.
7 pounds.
7 pounds.
So it's alright. We had a little
That
bit
was
of
Morgan Freeman's.
adult
Seven
beverages.
was Morgan Freeman's joint.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But
I got
7
you.
pounds?
Bruh,
don't
pursuit
No, they
to
didn't
happiness.
Dog.
What's
Bruh.
happiness when you cry?
Pursuit to happiness. That's where I'm
Hey,
going.
you're right.
Pursuit to happiness
You're
made me
right.
cry.
Pursuit to happiness.
Pursuit,
That was
real,
Hey.
real hot
Hey.
take, bruh.
Hey,
Pursuit
even
to
when-
happiness made me
Even
cry
when he
in my adulthood.
gave Uncle Phil back that statue.
Bruh,
You didn't
Will
feel
Smith
that?
will make you.
No. So
Feel
here's
When
my
he
thing.
gave Uncle Phil back that statue, y'all didn't feel that.
Y'all are
Bruh, I
so.
always
I
feel
was-
that.
I want to
episode.
relate to
Not
the
gonna
Martin
lie,
show
go
just a little
Not
bit
gonna
more
lie.
than Fresh Prince once again because I didn't have. Y'all are
You can't relate to Ashley?
no.
Oh
Man,
my
Why
God.
I
not?
could not relate to Ashley nor Hillary.
Why not?
Because Ashley was an 11-year-old privileged little girl.
I can see
I
that.
Okay.
wasn't. I wasn't Ashley and I wasn't
It's
Hillary. But
Well,
I
shit,
can
we
relate
won't
to
call
Gina.
it our fucking
even,
world neither.
Even at.
You
But see,
can
I can
relate
relate
to Gina
to Will.
now, though.
But even at 11, I was very much the type of job I want, the type of life I want to live,
Now that's
the
dope.
type of man that I would see myself with. Maybe not Martin, but that Gina was a woman on the move, okay? College educated. She had
She
a
was an
mother and a
executive.
father. She was at a marketing firm. She always dressed nice. That was like,
She
okay,
did.
I'm
She
at
never
that
dressed
She
age,
down.
was getting her head
At that-
stuck in the bedpost too.
and that part.
That matters.
Listen.
You're ignorant.
That matters. That matters.
Listen,
That
Get out of
matters.
here.
when that nigga fought that rat at the goddamn.
Come on, son.
No, that shit was.
Hey.
That's the funniest
Yo,
thing
now,
ever.
hold
Oh,
on.
that shit is
So,
the funniest episode.
Martin,
Gina had a true blue friend that never switched up. Will had how many friends on Fresh Prince except for Jazz? That was the only consistent
That-
friend.
that's all he
That's all
needed.
he
That
needed.
was $100 grand.
That was Pam.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying
He never
Martin was
switched up
just-
on Colin, even though Colin was a square.
But I'm saying Martin was more related. There was a blue collar couple, or
Will Smith got it from the. Yo, Uncle
he
Phil.
moved at 16.
Uncle
I'm
Phil.
talking about
Rich
better. So
Hey.
you
uncle
think?
and uncle.
So-
Hey,
to
I'm gonna ask you
Bel
something.
Air,
I
California.
just got one question.
You
Did
really
Uncle-
think that he a better actor than Will Smith? Do you think Martin?
We're
now,
talking about what
comedic
show is
genius.
better.
We talk about. No.
It has a
But
lot
the thing
to do
is,
with
it
it,
has a
though,
lot to
see?
do with it because the thing is, his comedic
I would
genius.
crack up
I
every
feel
time
like
I see Martin like I never saw it before. So yes, Martin is
His
for the
comedic
show.
genius.
For show us.
Good night, everyone.
His comedic genius is
Good
through the
night.
roof. But if you talk about artistry, bro, artistry is I can make
But
you
hold on,
bust out
Shaad.
laughing.
Hey, Shaad.
But I can also
Hold on,
pull
dog.
out those strings.
Hold
Bro.
on,
You
Shaad.
can't give me
I gotta
nothing
play.
with
No,
Martin
I gotta
that's
play
done that.
devil's advocate.
No.
But she. Well, hold on. Let me play devil's advocate. She's right. You asked one
You
question.
just saying she wrong because you say play.
No. I'm gonna say. No, I had to think about it.
Oh no, go ahead. I just had to
That's
put that
one thing
out
I do, dog. I'm one of those people who I can say something, and if I don't feel strongly on it, I'll sit back and I'll think on it.
No,
But, and now, hold on. No. But not only will I sit back and think on it, I say that I'm wrong.
You
Okay,
about
so
to
get
say
to
you
the wrong
wrong?
part.
He about to
this is-
fucking throw me under the bus, America. America, he about to throw me under the
No,
bus.
I'm not gonna throw you under the
Go
bus,
ahead, T-Boy, the artist.
but I am
Go
gonna
ahead,
agree with
nah,
her
I
on
was just
something.
playing.
So she brought a very good piece to the whole Martin situation.
For sure.
She said Gina dressed nice, she was an executive, and all the good things of Gina, and she said that she knew where she wanted to be because of that.
Like I saw an independent woman. She had her own place until she moved in with Martin. But like
important.
what I got from Fresh Prince was Viv, brown skin up Viv.
Doing all this stuff. Right.
She was the more, to me, out of the group, she was the more relatable character because she had a backstory.
I get it. For me, it's more relatable in understanding.
You switched up over the dad episode. I can't really relate as a black man to that episode.
She can't.
So that's why.
That's why she thinks that.
That's why.
So there's gonna be a disconnect between men. There's gonna be men and women, and even if the disconnect not only between men and women, but there might be a disconnect between men and women who have father figures.
Ooh, hey.
That's deep and
with
that's
that
real.
being said,
there you go, D-Moore.
We gonna let y'all know,
yeah,
bro.
that scene was great,
We got
but
so
it was
many
like,
gems that's
okay,
been dropping on this
y'all, it
episode,
was
man.
mental.
But we just a little shameless plug. If you've been watching and you enjoying what's going on, man, go and subscribe at the bottom there on your app, whether it's Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Pandora, or if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're watching on YouTube, you're getting a very good treat because you get to see the antics that goes behind everything that's going on here at the Bar Live Barcast, and we've been having a great discussion. And I'm just going to, I guess, lead us back into the final thought, which is, I'm still thinking about this, so I'm gonna let everybody else jump in. D-Moore, what's your final thought on this episode, man? I'm still kind of simmering. Still got some gems that's still in my left pocket. I'm still. You ever been at Chuck E. Cheese and you like, oh, I got more tokens. So I'm still kind of trying to bring it all together.
I'm not gonna lie. I know this y'all show, but I feel like I got a lot to say.
Go ahead.
And I'm one of those people that I don't like to waste other people's time. So
We'll cut you off before that. Go
Keep it
ahead.
quick.
But nah, real talk, bro. You've been dropping so many gems, bro. Just enlighten us, bro. Like, what's your takeaways from today, man?
My take for the day was with everything that's been going on in this world, which camera is the best camera? All right. So with everything that's been going on with this world, I'd have seen someone put a $24 million diamond in their head. I have heard of sex scandals. I have heard of someone who was not supposed to be a president in the very beginning become a president of the United States of America, the free world. I've heard someone who is currently the president and has not yet delivered on anything he's promised. And then I heard on the greatness of fatherhood.
Mm.
All of these things to me is one of the same. If the father teaches the son the greatest ways that he knows how, he would teach his sons the ways of the world. Experience is the way of the world. A father can teach that to a son can't teach that to a father. Because a son doesn't know right with no wrong. But a father, a real father, no matter what people define a real father to be, but a father, whether it be a figure or not, whether he be biological, whether he be figure, or whether he just be there, a father is needed and loved and adored, because our children are suffering, not because of their own being, it's because of the fathers. We decide a lot, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, because I don't want to just speak to the men, I want to speak to the women as well. Men decide a lot. And not to seem egotistical or sexist at all, because there's enough of that already in this world. There's a lot of demons. I always say there's a lot of demons in this world, and not enough angels. The angels of this world are fathers. And the reason why I say that is because mothers have been carrying us way too long, gentlemen. Black women have been the forefront of the black family for far too long. We've allowed them to really take ownership over the good, the bad, and the indifferent. Not because it was necessary, but because it was convenient. The time is now to change the people on who we are. We can have a good time. We can drink. We can be merry. We can hug. We can shit. We can even fight and we can argue. But at the end result is how can we come together for a greater good? And if that greater good is not for the betterment of our children who are the future, then how the fuck do we call ourselves fathers?
That's it, man, brother. You said a mouthful there. But I'm still taking it all in. Raven.
Yeah. To follow that up.
I
Excellent.
ain't even about to follow that up.
Listen, I just want to say that for my final thought, between Fresh Prince and Martin, the real winner is living single. Get your lives. Okay? Hot take.
See, women always trying to put it all on them.
I like it though. I like it.
Y'all picked two male-driven shows before. Y'all picked two male-driven shows, but the real winner is Khadijah James, Maxine Shaw.
And I love it. And I love that show, for real.
Regine Hunter and Sinclair James. But for real though, I do just want to say as another piece of my final thought, I want to commend all the black men in this room for being true blue fathers, day one fathers, right? And truly breaking generational curses and being there for their kids and others. All these men in here, y'all, they volunteer, they do come, go, support their children, other people's children. They are truly in the fold and struggle and making it happen. So I want to just salute the black men in this room. If I do nothing else tonight, since we talked about the plight of the black man and fatherhood, I'm surrounded by some good fathers in here, y'all. So salute to y'all.
Thank
Absolutely. I had to say it.
Final thoughts.
Come on, Mr. Lennon.
Final thoughts would be first, wow. Wow. Wow at the gems. Wow at the conversation. Wow at 24 million in your forehead. Wow at we've come so far. Wow at we've had our first author on the show. Wow at the piece of God's gift that our artist D Moore has shared with us on this show with the changes going to come. Wow at Black fatherhood, I think, is at an all-time high. At least since, I guess, slavery times or whatever the case may be. Wow at the fact that we have a Black author.
Once again.
Wow at the fact of we have Will Smith and Martin, who are great comedians in their own right, but have impacted the world in a way that some may take for granted, but we take to heart because we take what we see on TV as a part of our lifestyles and our culture. But my final thought is we are going somewhere. We have Black men stepping into a role of leadership to the youth, their own youth, our own youth. We have Black women who have stepped into that role far before we have, to guide us into a place to where a change has come and will come, because there's more work to be done. Because we working.
Facts.
Right?
Come on, dog. Speak on.
But it's just amazing to see what the difference of 2019 to 2021 could do, because things got muddy in 2020.
Man.
But the thing is, 2020 was the year of vision. 2020 vision. 2020 vision. We put the vision into place so that in 2021 we can do the what? We working in 2021. And with that, I think my final thought, because I can't really even get it all together in this last little 10 seconds of film that we got, but in 2021 we working, man. And if we ain't working together, we ain't working to nothing. So who you with and who you claiming? We working together. Shop
What's
with your
that you
own.
claiming?
That's a mentality. Shop Black. It ain't gotta be our own, but shop with somebody Black. Shout out to our guests, D-Boy in the building, and until next time, we will see you dropping gems here at Barcast, the podcast that probably won't last. We'll see you next time.
Bend it over, poppin' piss, I don't make it that clap. River, I was shaking that head. Bend it over, poppin' piss, I don't make it that clap. Born by the river, I was shaking that head. Bend it over, poppin' piss, I don't make it that clap. Born by the river, she was shaking that ass. Bend it over, pop that pussy, have me spending this cash. Shake it fast like you driving on the freeway. Bend it over, touch your toes like you about to run a relay. Go on, back it up, get loose with it. Bend it over, touch your toes, get loose with it. Go on, back it up, get loose with it. Bend it over, touch your toes, get loose with it. Born by the river, I was shaking